Hey booktube, it's Abby. I'm so happy to be making another video for you guys, and this time I'm going to be doing my first book review. I'm a bit scared about doing this because I've never really done a video book review before, but you know, I'm going to try my best. On one of the last videos I've made, which was my TBR shelf, I showed you the book that I was currently reading, so you can probably guess which book I'm going to be showing you. But, you know, I'll show you again, and that is Paper Towns by John Green. I just finished it maybe like 2 days ago, and you know, I thought it was actually a really good book. And you know, I'm also making this review because the movie's coming out next week. Well, it's coming out next week for me because in Jindabyne the movies do not come out really that early or late. They come out quite late, but it's coming out next week, and I'm happy because I read the book before the movie, so I'm pumped to go see it. I'm pumped. This book. And you know, do you like my edition? Like, it's quite pretty. Let me show you. Quite pretty. See? It's got a little pin. Before I get into the review, I just want to let you know that I'm going to try and make this a spoiler-free review. So I'm really going to try, and I'm sorry if I might say something that could be a spoiler, but I won't spoil the end. I'll try not to. Letting you know now. You know, I'm probably not going to be great at doing the summary of this book, so I'm going to read the back of it for you just so, you know, it gives you an idea. I'll read you the blurb so you got an idea about what it's about. So, Quentin Jacobson has spent a lifetime loving the magnificently adventurous Margot Roth Spielman from afar. So when she cracks open a window and climbs into his life, dressed as like a ninja, summoning him for a campaign of revenge, he follows. That's kind of sweet, isn't it? After their all-nighter ends, a new day breaks. Q arrives at school to discover that Margot, who's always at school, always having fun, is always there, has now become a mystery. But Q soon learns that there are clues, and they're for him. They urge him down a disconnected path. The closer he gets, the less Q sees the girl he thought he knew. And you know what, when I read the back, this is what drew me in to get the book, because just that kind of like mystery stuff in contemporary books is sort of a bit rare, I think. So that's because I'm more of a fan. I read fantasy books, like they're my alley of what I like to read. So as I've been reading John Green books, I've sort of been getting into the contemporary vibe, and I'm so happy about that because there's still going to be so many more books I can read. So many more. The way John Green writes his books are actually really like awesome because it's so weird to get into the mindset of his characters because they're so different. And like, I know this isn't the book, but when I was reading Abundance of Catherine's and getting into Colin's mind, it was so cool to actually be able to understand sort of the mathematical equations and understand his thinking. And in this you get to understand Quentin's thinking as well. And you also are in the middle of, like, you're right in it. You almost feel like you're there when he, you know, he's looking for Margot and he's following these clues. And he kept thinking, you know, he started to discover that she was not the girl he thought she was, and she was just a totally different person that he was just thinking, he's just like, the image he built up of her in his mind was just dissolved in this book. I'm going to stop holding it because it's getting a bit heavy. But, you know, I really liked Q's character. I don't know what I should call him, Q or Quentin. I'll call him Quentin because that might make more sense to you, but Q's character was I really liked his character because you got this urgency from him because he really wanted to find her. And, you know, he didn't know what happened to her because she pretty much just left. Like, they had this wonderful night together and then he left. And he had no idea, like, what to do because he just had, like, this dream that they would be like, you know, friends, and maybe it would grow to more, and because he's been loving her from afar for so many years. It's actually really cute. You know, Margot's character is, you know, she's not as big a part of the book because, you know, she's gone for most of it, but she's very like, like, when I read this, I had an image in my head of how, like, amazing she sounded, but then as I got into the book, I started thinking, you know, you shouldn't base people on just what you hear from the first second. One thing I gotta say about is the ending I kind of got a bit let down at the ending. I won't tell you what happened, but I had this, like, image that this idea of how I thought it was going to end, and I was so set on, like, this happening in my mind because I was like, of course this is how it's going to end. So when it was different, I was a bit like, oh my god, I felt like I was like reading something different, or like a page got missed, and I was like, oh. But in saying that, I'm gonna rate it, you know, 8 out of 10 because it was a really good read, really good. I do recommend it to all of you guys, but just I got a bit let down at the end. But you know, it's just, that's my personal preference. So you know, you might read, if you read this book and you know you love it, you got to tell me, guys, because I have my own opinion. But you know, whatever, if you guys read it and you think differently, that's okay, because you don't have to think about, you know, you don't have to like it the exact way I like it. So, well, this was probably a very bad review and I am sorry for that. Anyway, I will be getting better because I will try and add more reviews of the books I've read that I've really liked. Thank you for watching my video, and you know, subscribe, like, comment, do all those things for me because it will make me really happy. But yeah, recommend. So I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye.